I won't lie. I'm still bitter about that fucking devastating demolition of a fucking loss up in Lambeau Field. I don't even feel like talking shit. I just about these games. Not per se to Green Bay, obviously. There's no shit to be talked to them. They're on top of the world right now. But I will go on. I will trek on through. Because a few of you out there count on me making these football videos because you're entertained by them. Anyway, I got rid of the clipboard. I don't know why I didn't think of doing this. I've done this before. I don't know why I don't ever stick with it. Just looking off my fucking phone at the games. Anyways, it's a lot easier to read than my handwriting on the clipboard, and I have trouble reading my own handwriting, so I don't know why I just didn't just stick with this. Anyways, I'm going to stick with my phone from here on out. It's a cool story, Archie. Why don't you tell it again? Anyway, so I can't read my handwriting on the clipboard, so I'm going to start using my phone. Anyway, let's get to it. Week 11 review before we get to our Week 12 picks here. Buffalo at Miami. What a fucking Thursday night football game this was. What this proved is that both of these teams are boring. Now, I know you're going to be like, well, that's two staunch defenses playing against each other. I don't care. It was boring football. Bryce Brown didn't fumble. That's the bright spot for Buffalo. And for Miami, it looks like you don't have a quarterback controversy that kind of sort of started early on this season. Anyways, Philadelphia losing at Green Bay 53-20. Oh, it's a good thing I didn't watch that game. Oh, wait, I watched every fucking second of it. Anyway, San Francisco beats the New York Giants by a score of 16-10. After San Francisco got 5 interceptions in this game. 5. Could someone tell me if there was a time that a team got 5 interceptions and got only 16 points to show for it? This San Francisco team, it's cool that they're finding ways to win, but that team is going fucking nowhere. Anyways, they're already buried in their division thanks to the Cardinals running away with it, and Green Bay and Detroit having a lot of... Anyways. Denver at St. Louis. Denver loses 22-7. I didn't see this coming. You didn't see that coming. I know one person go like, no, I thought St. Louis had an honest chance. Shut up. Anyway, Denver and Peyton Manning, by the way, that hit by, oh, fuck. I forget who laid the hit. Anyway, I can't even think straight here today. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, it was a great game because Peyton Manning finally didn't throw up 5 touchdowns in his usual fashion of Peyton Manning type football. He shows he's human. Lost miserably in a regular season game. My team sucks. I tried to get into it. This makes me feel a little better. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Washington Redskins with RG3 at quarterback 27-7. I'm trying, guys. I really am trying to find humor in seeing a division rival get fucking pummeled by one of the most piss-poor teams in the league. Tampa Bay is now in playoff contention because they're only 2 games behind the NFC South leading Atlanta Falcons. And it's week fucking 12. How many wins does Tampa Bay have? 2! What the fuck is going on? Like I said, the Atlanta Falcons, in the battle for first place, defeated the mighty Carolina Panthers with a final score of 19-17. Wow. Just wow. This Carolina Panthers team, which started off the year looking halfway decent, just looks like a team that doesn't even care to try anymore. Anyway, expect them to finish. Who cares? Who cares where you finish in that division? It doesn't mean anything. Minnesota loses to Chicago in Chicago. Chicago with getting that prime chance to get Marcus Mariota and just fucking it up by winning another game. Have fun with Cutler. You got way too many wins to get a top 5 quarterback now. Sorry. Cleveland Brownies, my God. You had a very beatable team here. You had first place in the division, the AFC North in the balance, and you put up 1 fucking touchdown on the Texans. 23-7 you lost. What a pisser. And as I told you, keep an eye on Kansas City, people. keep a fucking eye on them. Because what did they do? They beat the defending champs 24-20. Seattle goes down to Kansas City and loses. And don't look now. Seattle's in trouble to even make the playoffs at this point. Playoffs? Not if the Eagles let them in. Anyways, we'll get to that when we get to that. Cincinnati at New Orleans. Yeah, sure, why not? New Orleans plays great at home, and all of a sudden Cincinnati looks like a world beater again. Fuck out of here. What? I can't figure out the NFC South. I can't figure out Andy Dalton and the Bengals. The fuck is going on this year? Anyway, the Bengals win 27-10 in New Orleans. Oakland does something that they haven't done all year, which is lose a game. Oh, I'm sorry, that's what they've done every single time. It's actually been over a year since the Oakland Raiders have last won a game. Losing to the mighty San Diego Chargers with a very impressive score of 13-6. What a great football game. As if that Thursday night football game wasn't entertaining enough. My God. 13-6. That's what you do when you face a good team. You beat them by 7 points. Did I do the math correctly there? Yeah, I did. Okay. Detroit. Just another year of late season collapse, I guess it is for Detroit. Arizona wins with another just impressive score of a game, 14-6. Yeah, sure, I guess Arizona's the real deal. Whoop-de-doo. Speaking of real deal teams, the New England Patriots, who just pull a running back at, like, I don't know. I think they found the guy just, like, running around in the parking lot during pregame, and they were like, hey, you want to come on and just run the football tonight? Anyway, gave some guy a chance, and he comes on the field and looks like a world beater. Next week, he'll probably look like nothing, just like what happened in the playoffs last year for New England. Anyway, New England Colts looking just abysmal as of late, and don't look now, but that AFC South that was all but wrapped up by the Colts is anything but right now. I thought for sure they were going to run away with it, but don't look now. The Texans are right on their heels. Anyway, 42-20 is your final score there. And on Monday Night Football, and the preview for the team that my Philadelphia Eagles will be facing, the Tennessee Titans, go down and lose 27-24 to the Pittsburgh Steelers after one of Pittsburgh's running backs walks off the field because he's upset that he's not getting enough time, not getting enough handoffs. So the other guy comes in and just puts up over a 200 spot, actually 204 yards, and the top amount of yardage for a running back so far this season. That Tennessee defense looks like fucking shit. Well, on top of the Pittsburgh O-line looking just godlike. All Tennessee has to do is stop the run on that final drive. 6-yard run, 4-yard run, 7-yard run, 8-yard run, 11-yard run. Clock doesn't stop. Clock doesn't stop. Clock doesn't stop. If the Eagles can't run on this fucking team, after this team is crowding the box in the fourth quarter just to prevent the run on the Pittsburgh Steelers, all hope is lost. Shady McCoy, you can ride the bench for the rest of the season. I won't care. And that's my favorite Philadelphia Eagle. If he can't bust out a good game, or, well, he's got to get enough touches, first of all. Anyway, not to get ahead of ourselves. Anyways, that Tennessee team is abysmal. Though they almost stole a victory from Pittsburgh. Okay, anyway. Thursday Night Football starting off our Week 12 matchup. We have Kansas City going to the mighty Oakland Raiders. Like I said, keep an eye on Kansas City, because they're going to get another win here. Denver keeps losing games. All of a sudden the AFC looks a bit more weaker. A team like this, you never know, could sneak in and get home field advantage. Get one of those byes along with New England. Keep an eye on Kansas City. Anyways, Kansas City's going to win. Tennessee at Philadelphia, I'll go over that, of course, a little bit later this week. Cleveland at Atlanta. My God, Cleveland, if you still want to stand a chance of possibly snagging a wild card or possibly holding on a chance to winning the AFC North, you have to win this game. You can't lose 2 winnable games in a row. One against Houston and then one against Atlanta. Cleveland, you've got to find a way to win this game It's a fucking NFC South team. You have to win that game, Cleveland. And they will win that game. New York Jets at Buffalo in the who gives a fuck battle of the AFC title for New York game of the week. Who cares? I'm going to pick the Jets for the fuck of it. Because I don't want to see them get Marcus Mariota. Speaking of Marcus Mariota contenders, Tampa Bay at Chicago. Chicago's favored by 5.5. Jesus. I don't know about that. Take Tampa with the points. Actually, I'm going to pick Tampa to win outright. Because I don't think Chicago's good enough to win 2 games in a row at home this year. Fuck that team and fuck Jay Cutler. By the way, they won again against Minnesota, but Jay Cutler has multiple turnovers again. 6 more years of that, Chicago. Oh, fuck. Speaking of quarterbacks signed at the big salary cap clogging contracts, Cincinnati at Houston. Cincinnati, this should have been a game that you should have been, rather easily a winnable game for you. But I got Houston winning this game. I'm sorry, I got Houston winning this game. Jacksonville at Indianapolis. Indianapolis is kind of wavering right now. I will not be surprised if Jacksonville steals this game, but it's at home for Indianapolis. Who are we kidding? Indianapolis is going to win this game, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than a lot of people think. Green Bay at Minnesota. Green Bay is only favored by 9.5 in this game. On the road in Minnesota. That is going to be... Aaron Rodgers is on fucking fire right now. But he kind of puts up lower numbers on the road. So this is going to be a statement game for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers puts up big numbers on the road after putting gigantic numbers up against the Bears and then the Eagles. Oh, forget about it. They're gonna hand him the Lombardi Trophy right after this game. They're gonna be like, fuck it. Everyone else forfeited the rest of the season. Again, not saying that Minnesota's anything to be a litmus test against, but if Rodgers puts up 3 50-plus spots, not saying obviously he didn't put up all 50 points in the 2 previous games, but you know what I'm saying. Detroit at New England. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. I was a believer in you, Detroit, so you just laid down and died and couldn't fucking score on that Arizona defense. And that's not knocking the Arizona defense. The Arizona defense is really good. I know that firsthand from the Eagles playing them this year and seeing them play other teams this year. But you couldn't get more than 6 fucking points. You had interceptions. You had control of the game. And you just couldn't take it over. There is no fucking way you're going into New England and winning. Sorry, New England fans, but I'm picking the Patriots to win. Fuck. That means they're probably going to lose. St. Louis at San Diego. Fuck you, San Diego. You've looked so weak as of late. St. Louis is going to come in and bust you up. Arizona at Seattle. The Murderers' Row schedule for Seattle begins. Boy, they really needed to win that game in Kansas City because Seattle's remaining schedule is fucking tough. This is one of the few games left that I see them having a shot of winning at right now. But I think Arizona is going to get the best of them in Seattle. Call me crazy, but anyways, I see Arizona winning. Miami at Denver. Denver will rebound. Peyton Manning will have 5 touchdowns, and I'll be in front of the TV going like this. Yes, that's actually how I snore. Denver wins. Washington at San Francisco. I'm rooting for Washington in this game for a number of reasons. One, fuck San Francisco for that weak showing they had against the Giants last week, and 2, I don't want Washington to have a chance at winning Mariota either. I don't want any team in my division. Not that I think they would go after Mariota because I think they're going to give RG3 another year no matter what. I don't even want it being an option. I want everyone in the NFC East to get enough wins that getting Mariota and burning us in the future with one of Chip Kelly's boys, because I'll be damned if I have to listen to a fucking Redskins, Cowboys, or Giants fan shove down Marcus Mariota down my throat if he gives them fucking success. Anyways, I'm rooting for Washington, and I want Washington to win this game. San Francisco's probably going to win, but fuck it, I'm picking Washington to win this game. Dallas at the New York Giants. Primetime game Sunday night. Is Dallas good enough to beat the Giants twice in 1 year? Of course they are. Eli Manning is a fucking turnover machine that makes the old Eli Manning go, God damn, you turn the ball over a lot. Anyway, look for Dallas to win and have even more momentum going into Thanksgiving, which I forget who they play on Thanksgiving. I'll have to think about that for a while. Anyway, and ending the week with Monday Night Football, Baltimore at New Orleans. I would give New Orleans the edge in this if they didn't look so fucking bad last week in losing at home against the Bungles. Now they got to face another AFC North team. Fuck. Anyway, look for Baltimore to win. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this more sedate version of the reviews and picks here. I'm still bitter. I'm still fucking bitter! Anyways, these videos help me feel better and help me relieve some stress, specifically those videos I make right after the Eagles game. Anyway, props to St. Louis. I haven't been giving them credit at all this year. St. Louis. I'm thinking of St. Louis Cardinals. Props to Arizona. I've been giving them shit all year, but you know what? They're winning. They're winning games. Until someone fucking shuts them up and exposes them and makes them look like a bad team, I'm done talking shit about them. Anyway, we'll see what they can do against Seattle. Have a good day, everyone. A better tomorrow. And fuck me. Have a good day, guys.